They didn't request, they demanded. My mother slammed her hand against the table and barked, "Family takes care of family," as if the last 5 years of silence between us had never existed. My father sat stiff beside her, nodding like some cold judge confirming a verdict. And my sister, my perfect sister, pretended to weep, dabbing at her eyes even though her nails were freshly painted crimson, sharp and gleaming. Their plan was simple. They wanted me to sell my house, my home, to wipe away her $150,000 debt. They expected me to just hand over everything I worked for like I was their personal bank account. But I didn't yell, I didn't beg, I didn't fold. Said no. Only. Directly. And in that moment, I saw their faces change. The fake sweetness dropped, and the real malice surfaced. See, 5 years earlier they'd made their choice. I wasn't the golden child. That was her. The prodigy, the princess, the one they showered with affection and paraded at every dinner party. They poured every ounce of love, attention and money into her, while I was treated like background noise, a shadow in my own family. When I finally left to build my own life, they didn't look back. No calls, no support, no "we miss you." Just silence. But I survived anyway. A work. Save. I bled through long nights and hard days until I could buy this house with my own 2 hands. Brick by brick, paycheck by paycheck, I built a life that was mine alone. So when they suddenly came crawling back, pretending they cared, I knew exactly what they were after. Not me. Not my happiness. Just my house. I thought refusing them would be enough. But a few days later I came home and froze in the doorway. The front door was shattered, wood splintered like broken bones. Inside looked like a war zone. My furniture was torn apart, photographs ripped into shreds, dishes smashed across the floor. Every single corner had been violated. They left nothing untouched. My sanctuary, the only safe place I had ever carved out for myself, was in ruins. The rage inside me should have broken me, but it didn't. Sharpened me. Because what they didn't know was what this house really was. To them it was just walls and bricks. But to me it was more. I had wired every room, every hallway with hidden cameras. Silent alarms triggered the moment they forced the door. Every second of their destruction was caught on film. Every insult they muttered about me, every cruel laugh, every plate they smashed. All of it. Preserved. Stored off-site. Untouchable. They thought I'd cry. They thought I'd beg. Instead I stayed silent. I gathered the footage, every frame of their betrayal, and I took it to my lawyer. We filed restraining orders. Pressed charges for trespassing and property damage. But I wasn't done. I knew their weaknesses better than anyone. My father's carefully crafted reputation as a respected businessman. My mother's fake charity work, her obsession with appearances. And my sister's upcoming wedding, the illusion of her perfect life. So I shared the truth. Quietly, surgically. Copies of the footage landed on my father's business partners' desks, slipped into the inboxes of my mother's charity board, and straight into the hands of my sister's fiancé. I didn't need to write a single word. The videos told the story better than I ever could. The fallout was brutal. My father's partners pulled out of deals overnight. My mother was stripped of her position on her committee, pending review. And my sister. Her fiancé walked out, leaving the ring behind after watching her kick down my door in stilettos, laughing as she trashed my home. They tried to spin it, of course, called it a misunderstanding, a family spat, exaggeration. But the footage spoke louder than their lies. And then, when their world started crumbling, they came back. Not to demand this time, but to beg. They stood on my porch like ghosts. My mother's lipstick smeared across her face, my father's tie dangling loose, my sister's eyes swollen from hours of crying. Their voices cracked as they pleaded. Please, we didn't mean it. But they did. They always did. And I wanted them to feel what I had felt for years. Invisible, unwanted, shut out. I opened the door just enough to see the desperation in their eyes. Then I closed it. Slowly. Loudly. Lock clicking like a final sentence. Do I regret it? Not for a second. They thought they could strip me of everything I built and still call it family. But family doesn't destroy you. Family doesn't abandon you. And family doesn't crawl back only when they're drowning in debt. They thought they broke my house. But this house isn't just brick and wood. It's proof of my strength, my survival, my independence. And now it's their prison. Because every time they pass it, every time someone whispers what they did, they'll see it standing tall, untouchable. They destroyed everything inside that day. But they never realized this house wasn't just a home. It was already a weapon, and it finished them.